Picture this. You're playing calmly on the floor with your dog. Everything feels joyful, tails wagging, bright eyes, playful energy, until your dog suddenly gives you a quick nip on the hand. It isn't aggressive, but it's sharp enough to make you pause. The mood shifts. You instinctively pull back, and a troubling question surfaces. Did my dog just bite me? This moment of confusion is common among dog owners. It's often misunderstood, and it can feel personal. But in truth, not all bites stem from aggression. Some are driven by fear, stress, confusion, or even affection. Dog bites can be misleading. Some are clear warnings, others are accidents or misread signals. And surprisingly, a few can even be gestures of love. If you've ever questioned what your dog is trying to tell you with their teeth, this video is for you. We'll explore 10 deeper truths behind dog bites and help you understand what your dog is truly communicating before a minor incident becomes a serious one. Dogs rely primarily on body language to express themselves. Their ears, tails, eyes, posture, and at times, even their teeth, are part of a silent but expressive vocabulary. Barking or biting are just the loudest expressions, often used when other signals go unnoticed. Most bites are not the dog's first attempt at communication. They are often a final, desperate reaction after earlier cues, like yawning, turning away, licking lips, or walking off, have been ignored. When discomfort increases, dogs may freeze, growl, snap, and ultimately bite. This pattern of escalating behaviors is known as the canine ladder of aggression. Every step offers a chance for humans to recognize the warning signs and intervene appropriately. Failure to understand these cues can make a bite feel sudden, even though the dog had been signaling for a long time. Reason number 1. Fear-based biting, the fight response. Fear is one of the leading causes of dog bites. When a dog feels threatened and cannot escape, it may bite as a last resort. Dogs often show fear through body language such as a tucked tail, wide eyes with visible whites, ears pinned back, repeated lip licking, freezing, or growling. These signals indicate that the dog is scared, not aggressive. Fearful reactions may be triggered by loud sounds, unfamiliar people or animals, or past trauma. Dogs who have not been well socialized are especially prone to fearful biting. The best response is to give the dog space, move slowly, avoid direct eye contact, and speak in a calm voice. Fear-based behavior should always be met with patience, not punishment. Reason number 2. Pain, discomfort, or hidden illness. Sometimes, a typically gentle dog may bite without warning. In such cases, the cause is often physical pain rather than emotional distress. Dogs instinctively hide discomfort, but if touched in a sensitive or injured area, even a calm dog may react with a snap. Conditions like arthritis, dental disease, ear infections, skin irritations, or gastrointestinal pain can all trigger defensive biting. Behavioral signs include growling when touched in certain areas, avoiding affection or grooming, or moving with a limp. If a bite appears without obvious cause or is out of character, a veterinary checkup is essential. Often, treating the underlying issue resolves the behavior. Reason number 3. Resource guarding and possession aggression. Dogs may bite to protect valued resources such as food, toys, or resting spots. This behavior, known as resource guarding, is deeply rooted in survival instincts. Warning signs of guarding include freezing, stiff body posture, giving a side glance while hovering over an object, or growling when approached. Some dogs even guard people, especially when they feel possessive. Punishment tends to increase anxiety and can worsen the behavior. Instead, it's more effective to use positive training techniques such as exchanging the guarded item for a higher value treat, teaching a reliable drop-it command, and gradually building trust during shared interactions. Reason number 4. Overstimulation and excitement biting. In high-energy situations, a dog may become overstimulated and bite in the heat of the moment. This is common during play and is often referred to as excitement or play arousal biting. Games like tug-of-war, chase, or roughhousing can overwhelm a dog, especially young or high-energy breeds. In these moments, their bite isn't meant to harm, but without control, it can still hurt. To prevent this, owners should teach commands like gentle and take breaks during overly intense play. Cooling down with calm activities and avoiding overstimulating games before rest periods can help reduce biting incidents. This behavior is not true aggression, but requires boundaries to prevent escalation. Reason number 5, lack of bite inhibition training. Bite inhibition is the dog's ability to regulate how hard it bites. Puppies learn this skill by playing with their litter mates. If one bites too hard, the other yelps and play stops. This natural feedback helps them learn to control their bite pressure. Dogs that were separated from their litter too early or didn't have enough social play may never develop this important skill. As a result, they might bite hard even when playing or interacting happily. Signs of poor bite inhibition include hard biting during play, biting without any warning, and a lack of control in how pressure is applied. To train bite inhibition, pet owners can mimic the littermate yelp by letting out a quick sound of pain and withdrawing attention, then redirect the dog to a toy and praise gentle behavior. With consistency, even older dogs can learn this skill. Reason number 6, teething, mouthing, and fidget behavior. Puppies between 3 and 6 months old often bite and chew as part of the teething process. This behavior helps soothe their sore gums and satisfies a natural urge to explore the world with their mouths. This kind of mouthing is often mistaken for aggression, but it's typically harmless. Some adult dogs also continue mouthing as a stress relief behavior, especially breeds known for oral tendencies, like retrievers. In adult dogs, mouthing may stem from stress, early learned behavior, or simply a breed trait. To manage this, owners should offer safe chew toys, avoid encouraging hand play, and gently redirect mouthing toward appropriate objects. While mouthing without pressure is not considered biting, it can turn into a problem if it's accidentally reinforced. Reason number 7, protective instincts and guarding behavior. Many dogs, especially those from guardian or working breeds, are hardwired to protect what they perceive as theirs. This natural drive often extends to their territory, their humans, or even specific members of the household. When a stranger approaches the front door or enters the home, a protective dog may bark, growl, or even snap, not out of aggression, but because it feels responsible for defending the pack. These instincts can also be triggered by situations involving children or other pets. A dog might position itself between a child and a guest or act possessively toward one family member, showing signs of defensiveness when others come near. Protective tendencies are shaped by several factors. Dogs that have not been properly exposed to a variety of people, environments, and situations during critical development stages may default to defensiveness. Poor training or training that relies on punishment and fear can worsen these behaviors by reinforcing the need to control their surroundings. To reduce overprotectiveness, a structured training plan is essential. Desensitization and counterconditioning techniques can gradually change how a dog responds to perceived threats. Consistent, positive socialization, introducing the dog to new people, sounds, and settings in a safe, controlled way, helps build confidence and reduces the need to guard. Reason number 8, attention-seeking biting. Dogs are incredibly observant and learn quickly what gets a response from their humans. For some, biting becomes a tool to get attention, even if the response is negative. This type of biting is often more about communication than aggression. Signs of attention-seeking biting include gentle nips during moments of boredom, using teeth to nudge or pull at clothing, or escalating behavior when ignored for too long. These bites are often not intended to hurt, but to provoke a reaction. The best way to correct this behavior is by replacing it with an appropriate alternative. Teaching your dog that sitting calmly or performing a trick leads to attention and praise can shift the focus away from biting. It's also important to remain consistent. Ignore the biting and immediately reward the dog when it displays calm behavior. Over time, dogs learn that good manners, not teeth, get them the interaction they crave. Reason number 9, herding instincts and breed traits. Certain breeds have been developed over generations to control movement, most commonly livestock. Herding breeds such as Border Collies, Australian Shepherds, and Corgis are genetically programmed to use their mouths to guide, steer, or control motion, often through nipping. When these instincts carry into everyday life, these dogs may attempt to herd children, nip at joggers or cyclists, or chase after fast-moving pets. While the intention isn't malicious, the behavior can still cause injury or distress if not managed. To redirect this drive in a healthy way, it's important to offer mentally and physically enriching activities. Structured games, agility training, and impulse control exercises allow the dog to use its instincts in appropriate settings. These activities satisfy the need for stimulation and provide the outlet needed to reduce the urge to nip in daily life. Reason number 10. Affectionate love nibbles. Not all bites come from stress or excitement. Some are surprisingly sweet. Gentle nibbles, often referred to as love bites or cobbing, mimic grooming behaviors seen in canine social bonding. These soft nibbles are typically seen in puppies or dogs with deep emotional bonds to their humans. Unlike aggressive biting, these nibbles involve no pressure and are usually accompanied by soft eyes, a wagging tail, and relaxed body language. It's the dog's way of saying, "I like you," or "You're part of my pack." However, even affection-driven behaviors need boundaries. If the nibbles become persistent, disruptive, or uncomfortable, it's okay to gently discourage them by redirecting to a toy or calmly ending the interaction. As with all behaviors, consistency is key. Reward calm affection while discouraging excessive mouthing. One of the most harmful misconceptions in dog behavior is the belief that certain breeds are inherently aggressive. Scientific studies have repeatedly shown that aggression is not determined by breed, but by individual temperament, upbringing, socialization, and environment. Interestingly, statistics show that small breeds such as Chihuahuas and Dachshunds often have higher bite rates, not because they are dominant, but because fear and anxiety go unnoticed or are even excused due to their size. Labels like dangerous breed ignore the more important truth. Each dog is unique. Responsible ownership, proper training, and early socialization play a far bigger role in shaping a dog's behavior than genetics alone. Not all bites are created equal. Some are harmless, while others signal a deeper problem. Red flags include bites that break the skin, show signs of escalation over time, or occur repeatedly without clear triggers. If a dog is biting unpredictably or more frequently, it's important to seek professional help. A veterinarian can rule out medical causes, while a certified dog trainer or behaviorist can assess behavioral triggers and develop a personalized intervention plan. Early action is crucial. Delaying support often leads to more entrenched behavior. Every member of the household must also be on the same page when it comes to boundaries and responses. Mixed signals can confuse the dog and stall progress. Every dog bite has a story. Behind the teeth, there's always a reason, a message that deserves to be understood. Whether it's fear, frustration, overexcitement, or even love, a bite is your dog's way of saying, "Something's wrong," or "I need something." Learning to read and respond to those messages not only prevents future incidents, it deepens your connection with your dog. The better we understand our dogs, the safer and more harmonious our lives with them become. So the next time a nip surprises you, don't just react. Ask yourself, what is my dog really trying to say? Have you ever experienced one of these bite-related situations with your dog? Share your story in the comments. We'd love to hear how you handled it. If you found this video helpful, be sure to check out our other videos on calming signals, dog training techniques, and understanding puppy behavior. And don't forget to hit subscribe for more expert tips on canine psychology, behavior, and building the strongest bond with your four-legged friend.